Hey, welcome to the channel. I am musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. We are in the 2014 album for Band-Maid called Made in Japan. This is track number 3, titled Key. So we'll give it a listen, and on the other side, we're going to take a little bit of a deep dive into the meaning of the song. Okay, yeah, dude. I was just saying on the 2 previous tracks, they were very bright, very happy sounding. I was curious to see if they have any darker tone stuff. This is very cool. Hey, you musicians help me. I'm learning. Whoever's doing that boom boom ba-da-dum dum dum boom boom ba-da-dum boom dum da-da-dum, that's lead guitar, correct? Because they would have rhythm and lead, right? Let's see. A lead singer, rhythm, lead, bass, drums. Is that how it goes? Just let me know on that. Is that the lead guitar that's doing that, or is that the rhythm guitar? It's super cool. The sound on it's so good. Yo, That freaking rocked, dude. Are you kidding me? I wanted to comment on a few things that really like started driving there in like probably the last quarter or third of the song. Sorry, I gotta add this to my playlist before I forget. Um, I have never heard anyone use an effect like that on their voice, that skipping when she did that for. And here's the thing too, they're doing very technical things or interesting things, but it's not throughout the whole song. Generally, is what I've been picking up on, which is kind of like a less is more type mentality. Because I was like, "Ooh, do the voice thing again." They didn't do it again, so then you gotta go listen to the song again. That's what you got to do. Um, Dude, they pulled out all the stops on that song. That was awesome. I enjoyed the other ones. This one was very cool. So let's do what we do. Let's go hop over and see what the heck it's even about. All right, Key. Remember, the link to this document, if you want it for yourself, is available down in the description. Key is about confronting weakness and turning imperfection into strength. It paints a picture of someone moving through a crowded and different world, hiding their dirty wings. That's cool. That's probably down in the, dirty wings. That'll be down there in the translation notes. We'll go there in just a second. Hold on. Hiding their dirty wings while quietly holding on to hope that they'll someday fly. We might read about dirty wings before we get into this. Or maybe we'll try to draw a conclusion and then go check our findings. The song's central metaphor, the key, represents the will to keep living even when you feel broken. Instead of waiting for rescue or perfection, the singer realizes that being incomplete, flawed, uncertain, human, it's the very thing that gives life its meaning. It's not a triumphant anthem, it's a quiet awakening. The kind that says, even if I fall, even if I'm alone, the key is already in my hands. That's cool. So that's interesting because when I said dark at the beginning, it just had a heavier drive to it. But obviously, even within the song, it was still very like bright and hopeful. And so I did feel that, the two things working there. Let's look at the our kind of flow translation here. In the crowd that never stops moving, I hide my dirty wings. The days painted over with excuses made the sky feel smaller, but now the lonely sun awakens again inside me. Interesting. Let's go take a look. Let's look at this dirty wings here. And we've got the lonely sun. Hiding my dirty wings, a striking metaphor. In Japanese, dirty wings often symbolize lost innocence or shame tied to failure. Yet she hides them, suggesting restraint or humility. Because I would have thought if you were hiding dirty wings, it was because of shame. Dirty wings where we live just means some chicken wings. You're going to get some like dry rub chicken wings, some Cajun dry rub wings or something. We don't actually call them dirty wings, but that's what it would mean here. Lonely sun, an image of internal strength. Sun often means vitality, selfhood in Japanese lyrics. A lonely sun implies independence through solitude. Interesting. So let's go back up and continue on here. So in the crowd that never stops moving, I hide my dirty wings. The days painted over with excuses made the sky feel smaller, but now the lonely sun awakens again inside of me. Alone, I held out my hand to that light, praying someday I'll fly. When my knees touched the ground, I heard the voice of the wind. While struggling, I clutched the key in my hand. only things I can't throw away keep piling up in this city. It's interesting. I stopped feeling the pain, left my umbrella behind and walked. That's when I realized kindness itself is what gives things meaning. Alone, the sound of rain beating on the window, our destination isn't here within this limited life. I'll keep making flowers bloom because imperfection itself is the key to living. What this sounds to me, and tied with the dirty wings idea, is really the key is here. Imperfection itself is the key to living. I don't think it's trying to say, like, none of us are striving for imperfection, right? Now, at the same time, hopefully none of us are striving necessarily for perfection. We're just striving to be better, to grow, to learn, to be wiser, kinder, to have greater peace, even if life gets crazy. But imperfection itself is the key to living. So if you only pursue perfection, you cannot live. You will live in a prison, essentially, because you will never gain that thing. But understanding that we have imperfections, that we will stumble, that we will fail, that you have to try anyways. That no, you haven't fully achieved what it is that you want to achieve. But if you let the fact that you haven't achieved it stop you from trying, you will never achieve it. And that's what that speaks to me. Imperfection itself is the key to living. Like, if you're going to get up and get out of the door and accomplish anything, you have to come to peace with the fact that you haven't fully realized it yet, that you can still learn, can still grow, that you will fail. And if you're too afraid to fail, you will never try. All right, I think here's the horse. I've beat it to death. Let's move on. That's beautiful. Yeah, and then it repeats itself here. So here is the literal translation for you if you'd like to go through that. I'm curious how they say it here. Imperfection, so it's very much the same in the literal. Here, we'll finish this out. Literally keep making flowers bloom within this limited life. This expresses living fully despite impermanence. Oh, okay, yeah, because flowers bloom in a limited, that's cool. A common Buddhist-inspired motif in Japanese art. Imperfection is key to love, and the core philosophical idea of the song in Japanese directly translates to because it's imperfection itself that is the key to life. That's the one we really harbored on. The contrast of alone and forward later in the album shows Band-Maid's developing optimism. Solitude here isn't despair, it's maturity. Very cool. Wow. I'm stunned every time I hit play. So cool. Well, let's have a conversation in the comments. That's my favorite part, interacting with you. If you think this would be helpful to anyone else, please feel free to share it. Give us a like, a follow, also known as subscribe. And we'll continue to try to keep content over on Patreon, so feel free to check that out. But thanks for joining me for this one. I hope to see you in the next one. Come on, mustache. It's hanging on by a thread, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. We're eating good.